well over 10,000 years. It's nice and white and creamy. It's easily available. So why is it one of the known triggers for hormonal acne? Whether that's for myself, an adult acne, or for teenagers. My name is Alison. Bear with me here. We're going to go through the reasons why it's causing such a problem. But remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notification so you'll know when the next video is coming out. And remember, if you look below in the description, you will see the free guides for hormonal adult acne, for eczema, and also for dry skin. Let's get started. So an important thing to point out when it comes to drinking cow milk specifically is that when we first started drinking cow milk, it was in its raw form, okay? It came straight from the cow, went straight into our mouths, maybe via a cup. However, nowadays, it's not so simple. Before that milk gets to your house, it has gone from the cow, into the farm, into the factory, then to the supermarkets, and then to you. So in order for it to have a long shelf life, it has to go through a process. So that is no longer fresh, even though it does say fresh milk. Also, if the milk is mass produced because you've just bought your box standard pint or litre of milk off the supermarket shelf, that cow will also be treated with antibiotics and or hormones. So whereas 10,000 years ago, or even like 100 years ago, the actual milk was as fresh as it could be, which was straight from the cow, straight to you, that is not the actual case anymore, which is why allergies or intolerances to milk are on the increase. It isn't just about what's coming from the cow, it's about what's put into the milk or into the cow before it comes to you. Now, if you are someone who believes they do react to milk and you are either having an intolerance to it or you're quite simply getting acne from it or even eczema, you need to do an exclusion diet. Literally stop drinking milk for 2 weeks, see what happens to your skin. Now, if there isn't a massive difference, even whether it's to your skin or if it's to your gut, because some people get bloatedness and get gas, what you can do is you can think about the types of animal milk you want to drink. Now, first of all, you can get cow milk, which has been changed, so that therefore there is less lactose in there, so it's lactose-free cow milk, but again, it's even less of milk than it previously was. You can also have access to sheep's milk, to goat's milk, and you can also, I believe it, donkey milk. However, if you want to stick with cow milk, consider switching to either organic cow milk, which means it hasn't had the antibiotics put into the milk or into the cow even. And also, if you want to take it one step further and make sure you are getting milk the way it used to be, look at having raw milk, R-A-W, raw milk. That is as close to you're going to get it to traditional cow milk as possible. Now, if you're sure that you're reacting to cow milk, like I previously mentioned, you can try sheep and goat's milk. Now, if you try goat's milk, first of all, it has less lactose in there, so you've got less of a chance to react to it. However, there's still a possibility that you could still react because it's about 65% of the population that are believed to have a lactose intolerance. But also people, even if they don't react to lactose as in it affects their skin, you might find that when you do the exclusion diet, maybe you're farting less, for example, which means you probably have a smidgen of a lactose intolerance. Now, by having something like goat's milk, that means you are still getting the nutritional benefits of milk, because believe it or not, milk does give you a lot of nutritional benefits if you don't react to it. However, if you do react to cow's milk, if you do react to sheep's milk and goat's milk, another option you can try is trying cheese, because the process of putting it through cheese, turning it into a cheese, means again less lactose. Now, if you're going to do away completely with animal milks, so no cow, no sheep, no goat, no donkey even, the other option is to try a vegan milk or a plant-based milk. Now, as a family, we tried soya milk first. It was only after we tried soya milk and actually enjoyed it because it's very, very creamy, I realized that also we were reacting to soya milk. This is because soya, as a dairy-free milk, is very, very processed as well. Just the very process that it gets put through to turn it into a milk can also trigger hormonal issues because it can play around with your body's own hormones. You will also, some people are sometimes prescribed by their doctor to try soya milk as a way of helping them with the hormones if their hormones are unbalanced. So if you find they react to soya, again with an exclusion diet, leave soya alone. that does leave you with a lot of options. Now, some of the options we try as a family are, for example, almond milk, we have oat milk, there is hemp, pea protein, coconut. There is a long list of plant-based milks that you can try, and there's also rice milk. My preference is oat milk because it's so creamy, but when it comes to choosing your milk, it's going to be completely about what you prefer. Now, the only issue I would say with using supermarket purchased plant-based milks is the amount of the actual products you get in the ingredients. So, for example, even if you buy oat milk, if you look on the back of the label, you might find that you're only getting 3% oats. The majority of it is water, which is fair enough, but then they're going to add things like sunflower oil to it also. Now, one thing you need to be very, very careful of is what they are including in it. For example, I have a sugar sensitivity, so I have to make sure I buy the plant-based milks that have no added sugar. So look on the back, make sure no sugar is added. It does make it taste nicer if you do like sugar, or if you find that you don't react to sugar, then go for it. However, just remember that sugar spikes your insulin levels. If your insulin levels are spiked, you can also trigger off your hormonal acne. If you're not bothered by drinking supermarket-based milks, or you haven't got the time to make your own, then go for it. That is what I do. It's not because I'm lazy, it's just because of timing issues. However, there are many options out there for you to be able to make your own as well. So if you do buy supermarket milks, then you can get organic. If you don't get organic, then the actual milks will be fortified with various vitamins, which can help you, benefit you. If you do have your time to make your own milks, you can literally add water, have a look online. There's really, really simple ingredients. You can put it through a cheese bag, squeeze all the milk out, or you can buy actual machines. However, I'm now going to go back to the reasons why milk, specifically cow milk, is causing problems for your acne. So as well as fat, which milk includes, it also includes proteins and various sugars and carbohydrates. Now, so two of those proteins are called whey and casein. Now, back in the day, or even now, we're always told to go for skimmed milk because obviously it has less fat, so therefore we're consuming less fat, consuming less calories. However, people with acne will tell you, or I can tell you as well, that by drinking skimmed milk or even semi-skimmed milk, my acne would flare up even more. Now, there's a reason for this. Whey increases your blood insulin levels, which is spiking your blood sugars, and casein is increasing your IGF-1, so your insulin-like growth factors, which is not good. If you have an increase in those, you have an increase, if you are susceptible to it, you're going to have an increase in acne, hormonal acne. In Western countries such as the UK or the US, we were made so scared of eating or consuming or drinking anything with fat in it that we all started going for the low-fat option, which is where we got into skimmed milk and semi-skimmed milk. The fact is that adult acne is on the increase in countries such as ours. So what does that tell you? By stripping away fat and going more towards carbohydrates and processed foods, and obviously our milk is more processed, we are therefore adding fuel to the fire, and we're, without realising it, increasing the fact that we are getting more acne by doing it to ourselves. Now, you've heard me mention inflammation in the body in previous videos. You've also just heard me mention IGF-1 or insulin-like growth factor. By consuming milk, you will naturally increase your IGF-1 factors in your body, which will increase inflammation in the body. By increasing inflammation in the body, if you're susceptible to acne, you're going to increase the levels of acne on your face, or you're going to further promote inflammation for the acne you already have. The hormones in milk can also trigger hormonal response of the hormones in your own body. Now, by doing that, this can increase the sebum or the oil production in your body or in your skin specifically. By doing that, you're going to increase sebum on your face, and obviously an increased production in sebum can also cause a blockage of the pores on your skin, which can trigger acne. If you do make the switch from your bog standard pint or litre of milk to an organic milk, or go on better and then try raw milk, just remember that even though those specific animals haven't been given hormones or antibiotics, you may still react simply because the area from which milk is produced in that cow is still going to have hormones in there. So just by where the milk comes from in the cow, there's going to be natural hormones anyway, which can then change the hormones in your own body and add to inflammation. So that leads me just to say that if you don't react to milk, then keep on drinking it. There are lots of nutritional reasons as to why you should drink it, but I would suggest going to either organic or raw milk. The cows are treated better for a start. There's less chance of having or consuming antibiotics and those extra hormones that are given to the cows that are in a very, very close enclosure. And also you're doing a bit for the smaller industries also. Now, what I would say is if you do react to cow milk, try one of those options I mentioned previously, the different plant-based milks like coconut or almond or oat, hemp, pea. There's loads out there. Organic is better, but if you are going organic, do make sure you are getting your calcium from other areas and also some of the different vitamins and nutrients that you would get from milk, and make sure you get them from another plant-based or animal product. It's important not to demonize milk. Just remember to find an alternative to your box standard 1 litre or 1 pint milk that's straight off the shelf because of how much it is processed. So look at organic or do one better, like I said before, and try the raw milk. Do not demonize it. It's full of lots of nutrition. It's got lots of nutritional values to it. However, if you do react to it, whether that be the whole body, whether it be your gut, whether it be your skin, then look for an alternative. I hope you found this video informative. Please do remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notification so you know when the next video is coming out, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.